Now, behind door number one, there's a traffic strategy that will require ongoing maintenance and is risky to say the least. So this could, for example, be SEO, Facebook ads, affiliate traffic, or pretty much any of the most commonly used traffic strategies out there. Now, this traffic strategy will require you to keep on working on it time after time to update your content, create new ads, etc., etc. Plus, you'll have the risk of losing the traffic source altogether because it's depending on a single platform such as Google or, for example, Facebook. Now, behind door number two is a traffic strategy that you can set up once and it will keep on generating traffic for you month after month, month in, month out, year in, year out. And plus, it's not depending on any single platform, making it much more reliable to build your business on. Now, which one would you pick? Would you go for door number one or door number two? Well, if you're smart, you'll obviously pick door number two. And if you pick door number one, it's probably because you think that door number two sounds too good to be true. Now, let me tell you, it's real. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's behind door number two, so you can add this traffic strategy to your business as well. My name is Wilke de Kraai and I've been a full-time online entrepreneur for over 12 years now, and during that time I've helped tens of thousands of people to grow their business using online marketing, which is why my tools and businesses have been mentioned on major sites such as Mashable, The Next Web and many others, and are being used by thousands of people every single day. And like I said, most of the traffic sources that everyone is counting on are also in fact highly unpredictable and risky to say the least. So for years I was doing really well with SEO until some algorithm change came along and my sites were nowhere to be found. Now, I then switched to paid ads using Google AdWords, but when Google closed my account due to some policy change that I wasn't even aware of, I was back to square one again, and every single time that happened, I just felt lost. I didn't know what to do, so I said to myself, enough is enough, and I went looking for a better solution that wouldn't be depending on a single traffic source or a single platform or any algorithm change, for example. And I didn't realize that it's actually been available all along. I just didn't realize it. And in fact, it's actually based on an age-old marketing strategy that we all know as word of mouth. In other words, viral marketing. So basically what it means is that you'll find a way to facilitate and encourage people to pass along your marketing message in their networks of influence, such as their friends or colleagues, etc., etc. And because the message is being spread by people, you're not relying on any platform whatsoever, because people talk, they use email, they use Facebook, they use Twitter, etc., etc. So even if Facebook would suddenly magically disappear, there's still nothing to worry about, because the traffic would still be coming in. And the best thing of word of mouth is that when something is recommended by a friend, we're significantly more likely to actually buy instead of spending hours on research or, for example, competitor shopping. We just go with our friend's recommendation, right? So in fact, study shows that 92% of consumers worldwide trust recommendations above all other forms of advertising. So how do we make sure that people will start spreading the word about your company or your business? Well, that's a question I've asked myself a lot. You see, when we're talking about going viral, most people think about all the annoying Facebook posts with cat pictures and all of that, but that's only one of the many viral strategies, and it's definitely not the most profitable one. So over the last few years, I've been trying and testing every single viral strategy to see which one works and which doesn't. And I came to realize that there's one in particular that stands out head and shoulders above the rest and can be applied to any business inside any niche or any market. And I first tested this particular strategy out about 3 years ago, when I was launching a new site, but I had no idea how to get the word out and drive traffic to it. So I decided to start a marketing experiment. So I set up a simple website, just a new website that consisted of little more than a simple opt-in page. And when people entered their email address, they were automatically given a unique referral invite link. And the offer was simple. I get 5 of your friends to sign up using your personal invite link, and in return I would give them early access to that WordPress plugin that I was preparing to launch. Now, that's straightforward enough, right? So while I was sure that at least some people would start sharing my message and get me a few more subscribers, what actually happened took me by surprise. I mean, people referred the heck out of it. They promoted their referral links everywhere they could, on Facebook, on Twitter, on forums, on blogs, everywhere, and the results were unbelievable. On the very first day I collected 137 new subscribers, and on the second day I got just over 200, and from there it just kept on going. So why did it work so well? Well, the people who signed up were referring others, who in turn signed up, and simply repeating the process over and over again. So because of that, new traffic and leads kept coming in over and over again. And even today, 3 years after I even have touched that page whatsoever, it's still getting shares and new subscribers every single day, like a machine. So let me just show you that on my screen. I launched this site in April 2012, where after people started to notice and started to share it as well. And they kept doing that over and over again in 2012, 2013, 2014, and yet it's still going on in this very day. You can even search on it for Twitter and find that and check it out for yourself. And what I later realized is that my story is not even unique. So for example, Springsled recently used the exact same strategy to collect over 138,000 email subscribers in less than 40 days, while Harry's got 100,000 leads in a single week. So over the last few years I spent a lot of time and testing on the strategy, and I formulated the exact formula that I now use over and over again to make sure my sites go viral by giving my audience the right incentive to start sharing my message with their friends. So what I want to do in this video, as well as in the upcoming few videos, is teach you exactly how to do that as well. And the whole strategy depends on the fact that you're giving something to your audience if they're going to share their message with their friends. So in other words, you're incentivizing them to share your message with all of their friends, even if they wouldn't necessarily share your site otherwise. Now, what's important is what you're going to give them in return for sharing, because the truth is that they're not just going to share your site if they don't really think it's worth the hassle. So what could you give away to your audience that makes them think, yeah, I'm going to share this with all of my friends just so I can get my hands on that freebie that you're offering? Well, there are many things you can give away. You can give away ebooks, exclusive information, tools, or even discount coupons. But whatever it is, they should have the following 3 ingredients. For starters, it has to be valuable to them. My rule of thumb is if they wouldn't be willing to pay for it, then they're not going to share for it either. Secondly, it has to be exclusive, which means that there's no other way of getting that reward besides sharing. So if they can just Google for it and they'll find the same kind of information, then they're just going to go for the easy route and they're not gonna share for it instead. Thirdly, it has to be socially accepted to talk about it. So if they're not comfortable putting it on Facebook or on their personal Twitter profile, then they're not going to do it for that thing that you're promising them as well. So write this down. If you're going to give them something as an incentive to share your message, it has to be valuable, it has to be exclusive, it has to be socially accepted. That's really, really important. And once you have something that you can give them in return for sharing your message, then there's one critical element that you need to add in order to make sure that your site goes viral and drives ongoing traffic into your business. So it's something that's really easy to add, and it doesn't take any extra effort actually. But if you don't add this, then your chances of going viral are pretty much zero, regardless of what you're giving to your audience as an incentive. Fortunately, if you do add this, it will immediately turn this setup into an ongoing traffic machine, and that's what I'm going to show you in the next video. So I'm going to show you exactly what this thing is, and I learned it the hard way by doing a lot of testing, studying, and talking with other marketers, and I'm just going to lay it all out in an easy to understand format in the next video, so you can immediately benefit from it. So more about that in the next video. For now, I think it'd be awesome if you could just leave me a reply in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that, and I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.